just a sample sheet. Hello and welcome to Hard to Find. Actually, it's called Hard to Kill, this video. Okay, so I'll get you what I'm looking for in a minute. It's like Pandora's box, this place. Not like my grand's house. So my gran had unfortunately been taken out of her home. It's nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with this video. But after 55 years being in the house, she acquired a lot of things and I've had to sort these things out over the course of the last 6-7 weeks. Okay, so there's been bits and bobs on the channel like the out of date video. If you've seen that by now, that was a bit of tongue in cheek. But I actually found a VHS that was taken off me when I was about this high. I was a big fan of Under Siege. Every time I'm a bit drunk, zoned out, if you got 5 films, one of them I'm going to wake up each and every time to Under Siege. I don't know what it is about Under Siege. It's a safe movie for me. Every time. Literally wake up, have no recollection of the night, but Under Siege is in the fucking Blu-ray player. Every single time. Predator, Predator 2, I would class them as one. Aliens for some reason. There's a few films, Lost Boys isn't one of them for some reasons, but it's like these films that are just safety films. You know, the intros off by heart. And Under Siege was a very watched film. Now Under Siege is sort of Steven Seagal's best film he ever made. Simple. Now Steven Seagal had this sudden uprise from above the law, or Nico. Warner Brothers really pushed this guy at the moon because all of a sudden Hard to Kill came out. Out for Justice came out as a kid in the shop. You would see them. And obviously he went off to 20th Century Fox for one film called Marked for Death with Screwface and the twins going down, and then came back for this big film. Sort of played around for a while, got his own film On Dangerous Ground made, directed by him, and then sort of had a hissy fit, pissy fit with Executive Decision where he literally refused to get on the plane, so they killed him off. Just like, fucking, you know, can't get on the plane. What I was looking for at the start of this is the front cover of Executive Decision. Now, it got donated to me, the VHS cover. Just a sample sleeve out of a promotional pack. It's just in a bit of plastic. Fuck knows. It's appeared on one of the radios recently and I went to put it safe. The place where I thought I put it safe, I found the DVD and Steven Seagal was removed from the artwork. So we just got Kurt Russell. Now I'd love to have the sample sleeve in my hand, but no, not going to happen, okay? Again, it's not the world's best film, but again, at the time, Steven Seagal was slapped over the place and then he sort of went weird, fire down below, and then we get Attack Force. Exit wounds, half past dead, and straight down with all the kind of shit and bastard things he did. Anyway, as a kid, I remember being able to somehow get Hard to Kill. Now my mum probably bought this, or my granddad probably bought it, not realising how hardcore 18 it was. It's one of those films along like Robocop 2 and sort of Predator 2 that are ultra violent, and as a kid at that right age it was like, that is why these are 18s. Create R21 and there's not a problem anymore. Alright, so I remember getting it and something happened and that film was instantly taken off me. Then it's never seen the light of day until I would say 20 years later, and there it is in my hand. Mason Storm. Yeah, Mason Online 2. Yeah, that is one of the oldest VHSs I have. Not as old as me Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, but that is going to have a place somewhere because that is the VHS. You know, literally confiscated. It's been perfectly preserved. I found it buried in my grand's cupboard of all kinds of stuff. And obviously back in the day, these all came out about the same time when England caught up with the American market, and that one's got the star of Hard to Kill and Nico. You know, really pushed them out quite quickly. Revisit that one. William Forsythe, whatever you call him, is absolutely terrifying in that. And then eventually, after all them years, I myself a big box VHS of Steven Seagal. Again, not his biggest fan, but finding the movies. That. Now, Hard to Kill is probably one of his better films. Mason Storm, you know, but it's bonkers. I mean, it's fucking brutal. He stops a fight. What is it kind of? I put a price on that, can't buy that for $1, can't buy that to $1. And you can take that to the bank. That's the catchphrase that sets him off. Obviously, William Shatner in there, not Shatner, fucking Captain Kirk, William Sadler, fucking Death from Bill and Ted. He's in there as sort of like the you know, the politician gone crooked, and Steven Seagal records with this massive fucking microphone. It's going down. He goes home, has a fight in the fucking mall, breaks some fucking legs, kicking some ass, goes home, tries to get lucky with a teddy bear, and they come round and fucking murder his wife. Kid gets away, but Steven Seagal takes a bullet, shotgun to the chest or something. There's a horrible look where he's like going, like he's just farted in the corner, and then he gets shot. And then it cuts from him in the corner to him cuddling his wife. I remember that. It's very, very strange there. Then it cuts to years later and he's fucking looking like he should be an extra in Big Trouble in Little China. He wakes up after 7 years. He sort of goes, meditates, gets spikes in him and stuff like that, and then walks into his old house, punches a fucking hole in the wall and gets the audio tape, and you know, all triggered by like, you can take that to the bank, and then just goes on a fucking mad killing spree. Again, what a film. It's not my go-to. I love the font at the start. And as Steven Seagal, you would say Under Siege, then this, and then like, I'm not going to go the worst Steven Seagal's because half the time it's not even his fucking voice. Let's put Machete in there because Danny Trejo's chasing him at the start of Marked for Death, and then Danny Trejo's fucking samurai in again. Marked for Death, mind. That whole thing with Screwface and the twins and all that, I put that in the top 5 because that is terrifying. Then maybe he's either between Under Siege 2 is fucking terrible, and Gary Busey's definitely dead, Carl, in Under Siege 1. On Deadly Ground, I think, like, again, watched that as a kid, and then it's not been available since VHS except for a limited batch, but I don't think there is a best Steven Seagal one. Let's put Exit Wounds in there because it's kind of like a little bit of a comeback. Oh, Half Past Dead. That clearly should have been Under Siege 3. Easy. Right, again, bit of a waffle, but I just dropped that on the floor. Perfectly preserved, perfectly round, hard to kill, found. And I did find some other bits and bobs. Randomly, Speed 2, the widescreen edition. Just want to put that out there. Love the cover. And again, as a massive fan of The Lost Boys, so there's Jason Patric right there. Did anyone else see Jason Patric in anything from The Lost Boys? All of a sudden it was like Jason Patric, and then Jason Patric in fucking Sleepers, then poof, gone. It's mental cast, but fair play to him, you know what I mean? Sandra Bullock, Jason Patric, the film. And another one, big box, this one, Warner Brothers as well, Gorillas in the Mist, awesome colour. That one just randomly turned up in my grounds. So did Flipper, but Flipper hasn't been found. Warner Brothers stamp in there, not a flip cover. And there already is one outtake, so yeah, see you in the outtakes. Oh. No. Hard to find. Right, okay, hello and welcome to a little bit of a rant about a film called Hard to Kill. Not Hard to Find. Hard to Find is the story. Right, okay, so when I was young, sounded like a puppy, not Hyra. Hyra? What was that? That was the outtake. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now. So why are you still? It's just a bit of paper. That's all it is. A bit of paper needed for a video. Can't find a video. I need some more roach paper. Where are you? I need some roach paper.